So the way I got into cybersecurity was I was a web developer, and I heard a little bit about it, but no one really like talked about it the way they did like new JavaScript frameworks and whatnot at the time. But it seemed important, so I decided to like go learn enough as like it would apply to me as a web developer. And that brought me to CTFs, and I just fell in love after my first CTF. I actually had a lot of imposter syndrome just starting on that CTF. It took me 2 weeks to actually just like participate, and then I felt silly because I got like two or three questions without Google. um, so yeah, from there, I went into application security, and now I'm doing product security at a gambling company. And so, what that looks like for me day to day, it can vary drastically. But some of the large initiatives that I'm working on are developing our threat modeling framework and our pen testing framework. And since our security team is very new, it's really exciting to be like, building these processes from the ground up and like collaborating with other teams that are doing the same thing. So, it's pretty exciting times. For me, the most challenging aspect of working in cybersecurity was dealing with microaggressions at my previous company. And I don't know that I like managed them that well, but I think if I change like one thing about being in that situation that I could control, would be to like document more of what was going on as it was happening. Um, Other than that, you know, can't really control what other people's actions like choose to be. So the threats seem to keep evolving as our attack surfaces keep growing. Uh, and it just means we have to be prepared for more kinds of attacks and study up on them as like we learn about them, as well as like empower our engineers to have the best security practices up to date. So, so uh, initiative that I'm very passionate about is creating our threat modeling framework. I find it really rewarding to like work with not just engineering but product folks or commercial folks or whoever. Really, there are various folks can like join us during threat modeling sessions to like kind of brainstorm like what existing threats might occur. And I just think threat modeling is so much fun, so I love doing it. The most important tip for achieving success in cybersecurity, I would say, is um, doing it anyway. So, like, if you're feeling imposter syndrome about this thing, it can be really hard to just do a thing because of imposter syndrome. So, my best advice is just to go for it anyway. And that might come in the form of like baby steps. Like, you might not go for it fully, and it might take some time to get there. Um, but I would just say don't give up, and it it'll become easier to like get started as you go, and that voice of imposter syndrome will like get smaller and smaller. So